What does it mean to truly follow someone? Not just walk behind them, okay? Not just agree with their ideas or admire their teachings, but to actually follow someone. I think we've been ruined by our social media age. We think follow means to click a button and we get their post updates. That's not really the idea the scriptures have in mind. What does it mean to follow? To let their words reshape the foundation of how you think, how you live, how you interact with reality. 2,000 years ago on the Sea of Galilee, Jesus posed this question to Simon Peter, but not with words, not with a sermon, but through this simple yet profound fishing trip. If you're a fisherman, you're thinking, all right, I want God to speak to me on my next fishing trip. But he does this through inconveniencing Simon Peter to go back out into the deep of the Sea of Galilee after he had a grueling night without a single fish to show for it. Not just him, but also his brother Andrew and his partners James and John. Peter was tired. He was discouraged. He's frustrated. This is something he really didn't want to do, is go back out into the water. He wants to go home, kiss his wife, and take a big nap. That's what he wants to do, okay? But with Jesus, there's something profound about the moment when he asks you to trust him against your own instincts, against your own expertise. Jesus isn't a fisherman. He's a carpenter. Doesn't know anything in the human standards about fishing, you could say. So what Jesus asked Peter to do makes absolutely no sense. You can't just throw your net out again. You can't. That's not how it works, Jesus. It's not how the world works. But Jesus made the world. Hebrews chapter 1 verse 2 says that the world was made through Jesus, that God made the universe through him. Maybe we're not the ones to be telling Jesus how the world works. What do you think? Jesus is the Word made flesh. Jesus is that very Word that spoke creation into existence. And so when Jesus asks you to cast your nets into the deep after a night of catching nothing, well, maybe it's not really about fishing anymore, is it? It's about Jesus revealing to you who he really is. It's about Jesus giving you the privilege of showing you what he can do through a simple act of obedience that even initially feels ludicrous.